We are in Huntingburg, Indiana for Monday with the Mayor on 18 WJTS. I'm Bill Potter. We are talking with Mayor Denny Spinner about the good things that are always happening in Huntingburg, Indiana. And you've got two exciting things we're going to talk about. But first of all, the Wagon Works housing development is going to be doing a ribbon cutting tomorrow.
That is correct. We'll have the groundbreaking ceremonies for the Wagon Works tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the site that is there at 5th and Washington, the former Wagon Works factory site. And this was a project that's the kind of the third leg of the stellar stool from the state of Indiana. The Market Street Park was the project that we worked with the Office of Community and Rural Affairs to fund and work on. The 4th Street project that's under construction right now is our partner in that was the Indiana Department of Transportation. And the third partner in the stellar process was the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority. And that is the project of the Wagon Works is a tax project through IHCDA that allows this project to go forward. It's about a $800,000 investment by the state of Indiana into this project. There are technically no city funds in the development of the project other than infrastructure work. We'll have about $500,000 of work into this between utilities and street repairs, but that'll all be part of bringing this project together. The development will have 28 studio, 24 one-bedroom, and 4 two-bedroom apartments in 3 different units that'll go under construction there. The first unit we're anticipating would be open within 6 to 8 months, depending on weather and construction. And Paragus is our builder in this group. They're a group out of Indianapolis who's done projects like this across the state. And what's important is this is workforce housing. This is housing that does have income requirements and guidelines. So there is a minimum amount of income that you must make in order to qualify, but there is also a maximum that you can make to qualify for these apartments. It's aimed at those who are entering the workforce based on the income levels here in Du Bois County. So it's very much targeted towards the first-time workers in many ways, people who are coming because of the jobs that are available here in Du Bois County. The studies that we've had, according to housing, there are really no single-bedroom apartment opportunities in Du Bois County at this level, at this income level. So that's where this is. So there are guidelines. I think we've posted those, but if anybody has questions on those will be a part of the process. TriCap is our local partner in this, who's a very much trusted partner who will be helping us manage and develop the project as it goes along. But we see it as again, the next step in providing the housing that's necessary to continue to fill the jobs that are available here in Du Bois County. The Hunters Crossing project was more of the single-family homes, while this meets the apartment needs that we've seen in all the studies you've seen about housing in Du Bois County over the years.
Well, and when you hear Du Bois Strong, they talk about how the housing
Right.
is an issue, and
Right.
that's one reason it's hard for people around here to hire, is there's no housing.
Right.
Now there will be in
Right.
Huntingburg.
We're looking for that. We see Huntingburg as with the amenities that we're doing, the 4th Street project, the Market Street Park, the other park developments that we have going on, increasing the quality of life projects that are here. We want Huntingburg to be an attractive place to come and live, whether you work within anywhere in Du Bois County. We see our opportunity here in Huntingburg as a place to come and reside and enjoy the quality of life that's here, and taking a game at League Stadium and an event at Market Street Park and go to our trails and our bikes, and we're trying to bring the whole package together here.
The neat thing about this Wagon Works project is that you're taking an old building and repurposing it, which
Right.
is great, but it's also really close to downtown.
Well, that's a concept that maybe us in rural communities don't believe about the walkability of a downtown or whatever. The actual location of this is within 2 blocks of the projects that we've mentioned with Market Street and 4th Street, and actually the head of the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority came to Huntingburg when we saw this site as a possibility, and it had to be within walking distance of the other stellar projects. He made a visit to Huntingburg. We walked from the site right to the downtown, and he was sold immediately. He said, "This is exactly what we're talking about." The sidewalks from that area up to 4th Street are in great shape, either on Washington Street or on 5th Street to allow you to get here. So that's all part of the plan. Is it does bring a workforce housing into the downtown area where you can be part of the excitement of what's going on in the middle of town right now.
How soon can people apply for an apartment?
That application process will start. It'll be announced by by TRICAP later this year. Once we know a deadline of more of a construction process, we don't want to get too far ahead because the income information has to be timely. There's a certain amount of time before that it would expire, so we don't want to start getting applications that would be not usable when the project is done. So once we know there's a date when these apartments can be occupied, there'll be an announcement, and then applications will start being received at that time.
All right, now coming up, if we want to find out where the city is as far as state-wise, that's coming up. That's
Right.
announced.
The state of the city is a requirement by code in the state of Indiana. The mayor must report out each year the state of the city. There's no time that you have to do this, and many mayors do it at the beginning of the year. My first year in office, they said you want to do the state of the city in January, and I really didn't have a lot to say, but I was trying to figure out what was going on. But that first year was actually the Huntingburg was celebrating our 175th anniversary, and we had an event scheduled in July. So we went ahead and scheduled the State of the City during those events in July. We've held it on that date ever since. So in July, we do the State of the City. Recently, we've been joined by the Southwest Du Bois County Schools, and Superintendent LaGrange has been a part of that report out every year. It's coordinated by the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce, and we're glad to be working with them again for that. So the State of the City and the State of the Schools will be on Thursday, July the 18th at 8:30 a.m. at Old Town Hall. Good spot for everyone to gather. And again, Superintendent LaGrange will be updating us on the state of the schools, and I'll be giving a report on the state of the city. And it's again been a very interesting year for us, and I'm happy to report out some very good reports to the community and some of the challenges that we'll be facing in the year ahead. So anyone who wants to come can do that, and of course we'll be issuing a final statement on that. I know that a lot of times the local media will record that and do a replay. I'm sure you'll be there for that, but we'd really enjoy having you there to hear our report out, and very proud of what the city has been able to achieve in the last year and what the schools have been doing. We've got a community that's being very progressive, but also living within our means, and I think that we're getting a lot done, and a partnership between the school and the city is very important in making this all happen.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us again today.
No problem.
Good luck with the Wagon Works groundbreaking.
We'll look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This has been Monday with the Mayor. We've been in Huntingburg talking with Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner. Thank you for joining us.